I'm Dave Mustaine at Guitar Center. When I was growing up, one of my influences was Michael Schenker. That's why I play a V. And I thought his guitar playing, because it was classically influenced, was just amazing. Every time I would hear a solo, there was a new direction it went into, and that was part of the challenge. This guitar I'm holding right now is the Dean VM&T, and the reason that we came up with that name was we wanted to have a name that had the letter V in it. But it wasn't until I found Dean that I really found my home. Never had a single guitar from Dean show up to me that wasn't absolutely ready to play. When the guitar first was developed, we wanted to give it a little bit of a difference from when we were with ESP and not copy the Jackson model too much. I think probably one of the coolest things was having the 6 tuners in line. For me, tuning and then having to turn on the bottom and turn it the opposite way a lot of times. It's critical when you're on stage. You need to tune quickly in between songs. So for me, one of the most important things about design for this guitar was playability. One thing that sets this guitar apart too is the use of the frets, the jumbo frets on here. We're not using really thin frets, so the guitar has that kind of a twangy sound. This is like one of the best metal sounding guitars I've ever played. The album 13 was recorded last year. It was my 13th record. There's a lot of symbology with the number 13. For example, I started playing guitar when I was 13. I was born on the 13th, and right now we're really excited about our future. We're going to be releasing a new record next year, and our touring, which is relentless, has got us back in favor with the public. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing and watch, what's on the horizon. If we get super big, America's in trouble. Something that everybody should aspire to do, to make a contribution to this great nation for the good of everybody. And if you don't know the difference between what's right and what's wrong, just open your mind up.
In depth, uncensored, and unchained. It's Dave Mustaine in the Infowars.com interview.
I remember we had people die in Castle Donington. We had people die when we did Rock in Rio. And I went out there, I showed up in a neck brace, and everybody's there going like, oh my God, what's happening? I said, well, so-and-so called me this, and I just want to show him that he's that. And I don't want to play with any satanic bands. I'll play with bands that have darkness in them, because we all have a little darkness in us, or we wouldn't be human. But guys that are confessed Satanists, and I just don't really have time for that. I can't take any credit for James's songwriting ability or his guitar playing. He blew my mind when he picked up the guitar the first time, because he used to just sing, and I did all the guitar playing, and in fact I talked between every song too. And when he picked up the guitar the first time, I remember watching him and I was like, oh my God, this guy's really, really good. And in fact, it almost intimidated me. The road got smooth, and my career's turned around. I got my best friend back playing bass with me. My kids like me. Traffic's gotten better. It's just a whole complete paradigm shift. And
the universe lays before you. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
That's right.
Coming to the InfoWar, Thursday, March 15th.